Hi friends, Mrs. Mapes here with another math tutorial. I need you to grab a piece of paper and a pencil and something that you have 10 of. So I have several examples that I'm going to use, but you could have 10 rocks, you could have, I'm going to use 10 little Hatchimals, but anything that you have 10 of, 10 action figures, 10 cars, 10 pieces of Lego, whatever, but you need 10 of something. Okay, friends, so today we're going to learn about fact families. I'm not sure if you've ever seen these before, but what this looks like is this big circle up here is going to be our whole, and then these two circles down here are going to be parts. Okay? So, if I add this part to this part, I get a whole. So if you kind of think about it like a family, you and a sibling create a family together, right? Or you and your mom together make a family. Or you and your dad together make a family. So we're going to kind of be looking at both addition and subtraction facts that are all related to each other, kind of like we are related to our families, our siblings, our cousins, our aunts and uncles. So math has family. So today I'm going to use cute little Hatchimals to represent our counters, but I did grab you can use whatever you have around your house, so you can have rocks or anything else that you have. Today we're going to be doing fact families of numbers 1 through 10, and the next week video will be 10 through 20. So the first one we're going to do, our whole one, is just going to be number 1. So I want you guys to be writing this down with me. So draw a big circle and put number 1 in it. Now, what two parts could we add together to make 1? Well, 1 plus 0. Okay, so 1 is a part plus 0 is another part equals the whole, which is 1. So down here we're going to write 1 plus 0 equals 1. And we know if 1 plus 0 equals 1, then 0 plus 1 equals 1, right? And we know that if 0 plus 1 equals 1, then we know 1 minus 0 equals 1. And actually, the opposite is not true. You cannot write 0 minus 1 because you can't take 1 away from 0. So our fact families would just be these 3, okay? So here's our 1 family. If there's only 1 person in that family, we can't, we take 0 away, we're still going to be left with just the 1, right? And if we have 1 and we add 0 to it, it's still going to be just 1 in that family, okay? So the whole part is just going to be 1. Now, this is where it gets a little more exciting when we do a bigger number. So the next fact family we're going to talk about is 2, okay? So if we have 2 as our whole number, different ways that we can make 2. So we know that 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? So down here for our addition sentence, it's going to say 1 plus 1 equals 2. So part, whole. So this part plus this part will give us our whole all together, our family. Okay. So if 1 plus 1 equals 2, then we also know we can say that the opposite of that, 1 plus 1, right, equals 2. What if, now with the subtraction part, we didn't really see this so much with the ones, but with the subtraction part, you're going to take your biggest number, you're going to take your whole, okay, your 2, and you're going to subtract a part from it. So if I have here's my family. Here are my 2 friends in my family, right? And I take away one of them. What are we going to have left? Just 1, right? So you're going to take your whole number, the whole part, 2 minus one of the parts, and you're going to equal the other part. So that's how all of these numbers are kind of related to each other, right? So if we add the part plus the part, we're going to get the whole number. If we subtract a part from the whole number, we're going to get the other part. Cool, right? That's how they're all kind of related to each other. Let's try another one. So for this one, we're going to do 3. Okay? And our parts, so our whole is going to be 3, and our parts are going to be 2 and 1. So we know that here are my 3 Hatchimals. They're my family, right? They're my whole family all together. Okay. We know that 2 of them plus 1 more is going to give us 3 altogether, right? So our part is 2, and another part is 1, and then all of them together is going to give me 3. So I'm going to write that down. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now, if we know that 2 plus 1 equals 3, then we also know that 1 plus 2 equals 3. So we can switch these numbers around, and they're always still going to equal the same whole, right? Now, if we know we have 3 all together, and one of our parts is 2, so we have 3 all together, and we're going to take away 2 out of that family, right? We're going to remove 2. How many are we left in the family? 1. So if we start out again with 3 Hatchimals and we take away one of the parts, 1, so we're going to take 1 away, how many are we left with? 2. So if you look at this, this is how all of these are related to each other, right? So we know that if you add the 2 parts together, it's going to give us the bigger number, the whole number up here, right? If you take away a part from the whole number, it's going to give us the other part. So all of these different math sentences are related to each other in this fact family. Okay, let's try another one. We're going to do the number 4. Okay, so I'm going to get out 4 Hatchimals. Okay, now 4 could have different parts. So I'm going to do, I think, 3 and 1 as a part. Okay, so I know that if I have 3 Hatchimals as a part, and I have 1 more Hatchimal as another part, and I put them all together, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 Hatchimals all together. So our addition sentence is going to look like this. 3 Hatchimals plus 1 more Hatchimal equals 4 Hatchimals all together. Okay? We can also say 1 Hatchimal plus 3 Hatchimals will give us 4 Hatchimals all together. So we have part, whole, right? So 3 and plus 1 is going to give us 4 all together. So if we did not know, friends, if we did not know one of our parts, if we wanted to figure that out, and we were only given 4 as the total amount that we had, and let's say 3 friends had to go to the grocery store out of the family, how many friends would be left over, right, at the house? We would be using a subtraction problem. So we would start with our whole, our bigger number, 4. And if 3 friends are leaving the house, we're going to subtract those 3 friends. And how many friends are we left over? How many friends are still at the house? Just 1, okay? So if we know, if we start out with 4 friends and 1 friend decides to leave the group, how many friends are left in the group together? 1, 2, 3. So if we have our whole and we take away a part of that, we're going to be left with the other part. So 4 minus 3 gives us 1, and 4 minus 1 gives us 3. So that's how all of these are related to each other. And we're going to keep moving on. All right, let's see. We're going to do the number 5. And this time we're going to add, let's see, this time we're going to put 2 and 3 are our parts. So we have 5 cute little Hatchimals. And the parts are going to be 2 and 3. 2 and 3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So our addition sentence is going to be 2 plus 3 equals 5. Now, we can also say that 3 plus 2 equals 5, right? And if we wanted to figure out a part, like let's say we didn't know one of the parts, and we had a math problem. Let's say we have our 5 friends all together, and 3 of those friends decide to go get ice cream, so they're going to leave the group. How many friends are left? We would have 2 friends left, right? So 5 would be our whole. If we're going to take away a part of that, what is the other part left? Okay, 2. The same is the other way. So if we have 5 friends all together and 2 of them decide to go get ice cream, how many friends are going to be left? We'll have 1, 2, 3 friends left. So all of these fact families are related to each other, right? All right, we're going to keep going. So let's see. Let's do the number 6. Now there's several ways to make 6, right? So today we're going to be making 6 by adding 4 and 2. Okay? So if we have 6 Hatchimals, let's count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 Hatchimals, okay? And we've grouped them. Have we grouped them 3 and 3? No, we grouped them 4 and 2, okay? So 4 and 2 are our parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one part, and 1, 2 is the second part. So, but all of them together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our addition sentence is going to say 4 Hatchimal friends plus 2 more Hatchimal friends equals 6 Hatchimal friends all together. Same. Okay, friends, so we were in the process of writing out our addition and subtraction sentences with this number bond family, these fact families. So the number bond is 4 plus 2, part whole is the 6, right? Or 2 plus 4 gives us the whole, which is 6. So if we have that, then we can decipher and what our parts are. So if we know what the whole is and we know one of the parts, then we can figure out what the other part is by using a subtraction problem. So if we know that there is a total of 6 Hatchimal friends, and we're going to take away 4 of them. They're going to go get on the bus to go to school. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're left with 2 friends at home, right? Okay, so we knew that there was a total of 6 minus the 4 gives us the 2 left over. So if that's the case, then we know that if there's 6 friends and 2 of them take the bus, then we'll know that 1, 2, 3, 4 are left over. See how all of these relate to each other? So if we know that 4 plus 2 equals 6, 2 plus 4 equals 6, and 6 minus 4 equals 2, and 6 minus 2 equals 4. All right, let's try another one. We're going to do 7. So a way that we can make 7 is with the number 5 and the number 2. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hatchimals, and we add 2 more Hatchimals, it's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Hatchimals. So 7 is our whole, there's our family, and then 5 and 2 are our parts. Okay, let's write that out into some math sentences. So we have 5 plus 2 will give us equals 7, right? We can also say 2 plus 5 equals 7. They relate to each other, right? They're saying almost the same thing. We're just switching the numbers. So this is our addition problems dealing with these number bonds. Our subtraction problem is we're going to take the whole, the biggest number, all of them all together, and we're going to subtract a part from it. So I'm going to take 7 as our whole, and I'm going to subtract the part, which is 5, and that's going to tell us the other part. So let's do it. Here are 7 Hatchimal friends, and I'm going to take away 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many friends do I have left? 1, 2. We knew that because of our fact families or number bond. So that's also saying if we have 7 Hatchimals and we take 2 away, how many are we going to have left? So if we have 7 and we're going to take 2 away, we should end up with 5 left. So let's try it. Here's our 7. I'm going to take 1, 2 away, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hatchimals left. Good. Let's keep going. So next one we're going to do is number 8. And remember, friends, with these numbers, especially these bigger numbers, there are more than one way to add different parts together to make the number. So for 8, I think what we'll do is we'll do 3 and 5. So let's count that out. So here are 3 Hatchimals, 1, 2, 3, and here 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 plus 5 more gives us 8. So part, whole. So 3 plus 5 gives us 8. Let's write that out in an addition sentence. 3 plus 5 equals 8. Okay, we can also say 5 plus 3 equals 8. It's the same thing, right? We can just reverse those numbers. So if we know our addition facts from this fact family, we can also get our subtraction problems out of it too. So let's take that whole, which is 8. We have 8 Hatchimal friends all together, and we're going to take away 3 of them. So I'm going to take away 3 of them. How many Hatchimal friends do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 8. I'm going to take away 3, and that's going to give us 5 left over, right? And that's the same as saying if we have 8 friends and we take away 5 of them, then how many are we going to have left? Looking at our fact family and our number bond here, we know that if we have 8 and we take away 5, the other part is going to be what's left over, which is going to be 3. So we have 8 here. Let's take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are left with 1, 2, 3. Good job. We're going to do 2 more. Let's do the number 9. Okay, so we do number 9. Let's see. We want to have 9 Hatchimal friends. So we know that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that. 5 and 4 are our parts. Let's count them all together and see if they equal 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So if our 5 and 4 are our parts and 9 is our whole, let's write out our addition and subtraction sentences. So 5 plus 4 equals 9. We can also say that 4 plus 5 equals 9. And for our subtraction, remember, we want to take our whole, our biggest number, we're going to put that there, and we're going to subtract or take away a part. So 9 minus 5 should give us 4, right? So let's try that out with our Hatchimals. We have 9 Hatchimal friends here, and I'm going to take away 4 of them. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did that one backwards. Sorry. If I have 9 friends and I'm going to take away 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to take 5 away. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I already said the other way. So if we have 9 and we end up taking away 4 of them, we will have 5 left. Okay? So just to show you a different way to do 9, what if we said, here we have 9, and we have the number 6 and 3. Okay? So that looks kind of different, right? So that, let's do 6. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. So we have 6 and we have 3. And if you add those together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gives us 9. So this fact family is going to look like this. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Or 3 plus 6 equals 9. And we also know then we're going to take our biggest number, 9, our whole, and we're going to subtract a part from it. So we're going to take one of those parts away, and that should give us the other part. So if we have 9 Hatchimals together, and I'm going to take 6 of them away, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3. Or if I say I have 9 Hatchimals together, and I'm going to take 3 of them away. How many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Let's do one more, the number 10. Okay, there are lots of different ways to make the number 10. So let's try 8. And if we want to figure this one out, let's see if we can try to work backwards. If we know that we have 10 Hatchimals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 Hatchimals. If we take 8 of them away, how many are we going to have left? Let's figure that out. So we have 10 here. I'm going to take 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many Hatchimals do I have left? 2. Right? So we can fill that number bond out that 8 and 2 will give us 10, or 10 minus 8 will give us 2, or 10 minus 2 will give us 8, right? So here are all of our 10. See how all of these math problems are related to each other? Here are our 10 Hatchimals, and we're going to take 2 of them away. We are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're left with 8. Okay, so if we have 8 Hatchimals as a part, and we add 2 more Hatchimals, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left over. So 8 plus 2 equals 10, and that's just like saying 2 plus 8 equals 10. See how they're all related with each other? So this is a way for us to help us with our addition and subtraction problems. We'll do one more with the number 10, because I like the number 10. Let's do 7 and figure out what that other one is going to be. Oh, I dropped my pen. Sorry, friends. So if we know we have 10 all together and one of our parts is 7, what would our other part be? So here is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're trying to make 10. So we have 10 as our whole and 7 is our part. How many are we going to have left together? So let's count out 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's our 10 Hatchimals, and we're going to take away 7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many are we left with? 1, 2, 3. So if we know that 10 minus 7 is 3, then we know that 7 plus 3 is 10, or 3 plus 7 is 10, or 10 minus 3 equals 7. So I want you guys to try to do some of these on your own. I attached a picture of a blank one of these onto Google Classroom. So if you don't have a way of printing it, you can always just use a piece of paper and draw out your 3 circles, right? Your big circle and your whole and your 2 parts. And you can write these on each of your lines to do some fun fact families with number bonds. Okay, have fun. I'll see you next week.